Hello and welcome to Sports 360 Degree, your ultimate weekly roundup of the biggest sporting events across the globe. In this edition, we take an in-depth look at the Indian squad for the upcoming Paris Paralympics and explore the nation's top medal contenders. We also bring you interaction with two India's brightest para-athletes, para-javelin thrower Sumit Antil and the para-shooter Avni Lekra. But that's not all. Neeraj Chopra continues his shine on the global stage, adding yet another medal to his illustrious career with a silver at the Diamond League, and Indian cricketer Shikhar Dhawan announces his retirement from the international cricket. And all this and more, but first up, the news and updates from the Paris Paralympics. As India gears up for the Paris 2024 Paralympics, the anticipation is high with country's largest ever contingent set to compete. Scheduled from August 28 to September 8, 2024, the Games will feature 84 Indian athletes, a significant increase from the 54 who participated in Tokyo 2020. Here are some of the India's key medal hopes for the Paris Paralympics. Avni Lekra, parachuting. Avni Lekra made history at the Tokyo 2020 as the first Indian woman to win Paralympic gold. She excelled in the 10-meter air rifle SH1 event and also won bronze in the 50-meter rifle 3 positions SH1. Lekra's continued dominance in shooting is highly anticipated as she returns to defend her titles in Paris. Sumit Antil, para-athletics. Sumit Antil, the gold medalist in the men's F64 javelin throw at the Tokyo Paralympics, is a two-time world champion and holds the world record in his category. Antil's exceptional form and previous successes make him a leading contender for gold in Paris Paralympic Games. Manish Narwal, parachuting. Manish Narwal clinched gold medal in the mixed 50-meter pistol SH1 event at the Tokyo Paralympics. His sharpshooting skills and previous accolades place him among the top competitors in Paris Games. Krishna Nagar, para-badminton. Krishna Nagar secured gold in men's singles SH6 at Tokyo 2020. His exceptional performance and previous successes make him a strong candidate for a medal in Paris Paralympic Games. Sheetal Devi, para-archery. At 17, Sheetal Devi is a rising star in para-archery. She won gold in the individual compound and mixed team compound events at the 2022 Asian Para Games, and her strong performances make her a strong contender for the Paris Paralympic Games also. Suyash Jadhav, para-swimming. Suyash Jadhav is prominent para-swimmer, won gold in the 50-meter butterfly at the Asian Para Games. He will compete in the multiple events, including the 50-meter freestyle and 100-meter backstroke, aiming to build on his past successes. Narayan Singh's report, DD India. So these were the few medal contenders for the India at the Paris Paralympics. Now let's take a look at the key numbers and stats ahead of the Paris Paralympics. The Paris Paralympics will hold a total of 549 medal events in comparison to the Olympics, where a total of 329 medal events were there. A total of 164 medal events are there in para-athletics and 141 in para-swimming, which are the two biggest sports. And talking about the next important figure, that is around 4,400 athletes from 180 national Paralympic committees are expected to compete, in addition to a refugee Paralympic team and neutrals Paralympic athletes. And the refugee Paralympic team is made up of 8 athletes and 2 sighted guides who are also refugees, making this year's team the biggest refugee team yet. And nearly 4,400 athletes will contest events in 22 sports, a big increase from the inaugural Paralympic Games in 1961. Just 8 sports were on the schedule. And in total, 16 stadium or arena venues, which were also used during the Olympics, will host competition during the Paralympics, including the most iconic ones such as the Eiffel Tower Stadium, the Grand Places, and the Château Versailles. And these were the venues. And talking about the next important number and stat, many sports are naturally adapted for the athletes with impairments such as inclusion of bells in the ball in both blind football and the goal ball to aid the players. Now, ahead of the Paralympic Games in Paris, javelin thrower Sumit Antil spoke to DD India, who had created a new world record, winning the gold medal in Tokyo, and he is also named as the flag bearer of the Indian contingent in the Paris Games. Sumit shares insights about his preparation, and he also spoke about the government support to the Indian athletes. Take a listen. Para-athletes are ready to shine at the Paris Paralympic Games, and right now I am joined by Sumit Antil, who has numerous world records against his name, and once again he is ready to defend his gold medal of Tokyo. Sumit, आपका स्वागत है.
Thank you so much.
टोक्यो में गोल्ड और दोबारा एक बार फिर गोल्ड की उम्मीद है पूरी.
कोशिश पूरी रहेगी सर. तैयारी काफ़ी अच्छी की है मेरी और मेरी टीम ने दिन रात एक किया है उस दिन के लिए, और जिस तरीके से तैयारी चल रही है कोशिश करेंगे कि गोल्ड मेडल के साथ में ही वापस लौटें.
तो पूरी तैयारी है यहाँ पर गोल्ड मेडल की दोबारा. और तैयारी की बात करें तो सुविधाओं की बात करें तो लगातार एक हमने और एथलीट से भी बात की, ओलंपिक्स के दौरान भी बात की, तो सुविधाओं में कोई कमी नहीं है. किस तरह की सुविधाएं मिल रही हैं आपको इस वक्त?
बिल्कुल सर, ये बात बिल्कुल जायज़ है कि सुविधाओं में कोई भी कमी एथलीट को अभी महसूस नहीं हो रही है. वी हैव वर्ल्ड क्लास फैसिलिटीज़, और मेरे होम टाउन में जैसे साई सोनीपत में एक अलग से जेवलिन ट्रैक भी है हमारे लिए, और वे ट्रेनिंग की भी काफ़ी अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ हैं. तो उम्मीद है सर कि आने वाले टूर्नामेंट्स में काफ़ी अच्छा फ़ायदा देखने को मिलेगा हम उस चीज़ को.
आप हमेशा नए रिकॉर्ड्स बनाते हैं, वो जब भी एक भाला फेंकते तो वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बन जाता है, तो इस बार भी यही उम्मीद करें कि कुछ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड बनेगा.
कोशिश पूरी रहेगी सर, बट इस चीज़ का प्रेशर नहीं ले रहे हम कि हमें वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड करके ही आना है. फर्स्ट हमारा गोल्ड मेडल को डिफेंड करना रहेगा कि हाँ गोल्ड मेडल के साथ में आए. बाई चांस अगर जो मेरा अच्छा दिन हुआ तो कोशिश करेंगे कि वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड भी करके आए वहाँ पर.
जैसे कि आपके पीसीआई के चीफ बोल रहे थे 25 मेडल की उम्मीद है, तो किस तरह जिस तरह से तैयारी चल रही, पूरी उम्मीद है कि हम वो आंकड़ा पार कर सकते हैं?
बिल्कुल सर, अब की बार 84 एथलीट्स कंट्री को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं और अलग अलग डिसिप्लिन्स में रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, और उम्मीद पूरी है सर कि 25 प्लस में ही आएंगे. कोशिश यही रहेगी कि 25 प्लस मेडल के साथ में हम वापस आएँ.
So here Sumit is ready to shine once again at the Paris Games, and he will try to defend the gold medal that he won at the Tokyo Paralympics. So camera person Kamlesh, Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi. A 19-year-old Avni Lekra made history at the Tokyo Paralympics 3 years ago when the Jaipur girl became the first female athlete to win a gold medal for India at the Paralympics. Now Avni Lekra sets her sights on, we can say, another milestone at the Paris Paralympics. In an exclusive interview with DD India, Avni appreciated the facilities provided by the government to the Indian athletes. Now joining me, the Tokyo Paralympic gold medalist shooter Avni Lekra. Avni, a very warm welcome. Gold in Tokyo, and now again we are hoping gold from you in Paris also. So how the preparations are going on?
Thank you so much for having me. It is very nice to go to my second Paralympic Games. I'm very excited, and this time I will be participating in 3 events, so I'm focusing on them, and hopefully when I go there I'll win medals for my country.
Definitely you are the champion in the Tokyo Games, and now you will defend your gold there. So how difficult to defend a medal, especially the gold medal in the event like Olympics, Paralympics?
So when you go to this big platform for the first time, there is nervousness, and you want to go there and win medal. But the first time when I went there, it was more like to gain experience, and when I went and I won a gold, I definitely feel that there will be a lot more expectations from me, from the country, from myself also. But I'm not taking that something which is stopping me from performing the best that I can be there, or from focusing on my process. I would just want to take this as the motivation, so I'll just go there and leave all these things behind when I go to the lane, and will only try to focus on my process and take one shot at a time.
Talking about the facilities in the sports right now, we talked to the coaches during the Paris Olympics. They said that the facilities is at par with the developed countries, especially in the games village in the Paris Games also. the coaches, the support staff is saying that the Indian athletes have the better facilities than that of US and Europeans. So do you see a change in the Indian sporting arena considering the facility they are getting right now?
I definitely feel that we have improved as a country from last time, and I see a lot more inclusion awareness for able-bodied as well as Paralympic athletes, and government is supporting a lot. And I think this time when I'm seeing there, like for shooting, we have seen a lot more gain in the number as well. A lot of people are participating; they're also getting inspired. So I think we are going the right way.
So right now the Indian sports is going in the right way, and the way Avni said that they are getting immense facilities, and definitely the way she had trained, she has practiced, we are hoping that she will defend the gold she won in the Tokyo Paralympics. With camera person Kamlesh, Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi. So Sumit Antil and Avni Lekra zooming with confidence. Definitely they will. We are hoping that they will defend the gold medal they won in the Tokyo Games. And now to discuss and analyze the India squad for the Paris Paralympic Games, we are honored to have joined by veteran para-athlete and sports administrator Deepa Malik ji. Deepa ji, a very warm welcome to our show. And today we are discussing the India's chances at the Para Games, and India also has a largest contingent. So as you know that India sent 54 athletes to the Tokyo 2020, the highest ever, and now it's 84 athletes are participating in Paris Paralympics. What does this growth in participation indicates about the development of para sports in India?
See, the statistics are pretty self-explanatory because the way we are looking at the number of sports have increased. Last time it was 9. If I take Rio, it was only 5 sports. Then in Tokyo, we went for 9 sports, and this time we are going for 12 sports. And if we talk about the contingent, then we have more than 40 new para athletes who are going to give their debut at the Paralympics. The total of the athletes has gone up to 84. So it is showing that the graph is only going up, from 4 medals in Rio to 19 medals in Tokyo, and now looking at a ballpark figure of at least 25 medals. So this itself says that how popular the para sports has become and how hard everybody has worked around the development of it, whether it is the contribution of the inclusive policies, inclusive at-par training programs as given by the Government of India, the Ministry of Sports, and the Sports Authority of India, and also big stakeholders coming on board by way of corporate social responsibility or mainstream sponsorships. There have been educational programs around it. There has been awareness programs. So, and a huge thank you to media for giving so much love to para athletes.
True. So, as you mentioned about the inspiration, and you also the para athletes are setting a trend. But coming to you first, you became the first Indian woman to win a Paralympic medal in Rio. And how important was that achievement for the female athletes in India, particularly in para sports?
It just gave a lot of faith and kind of aspirations to a lot of athletes, especially the female athletes, to follow that if a woman 46-year-old can go out and make a medal for India, that means it is achievable. Otherwise, it was a far distant dream. And girls in disability would hardly step out of their house, or people or the family members would have hardly any faith that, oh my God, a girl in disability is going to go out and make a medal or has a career. Or even when I stepped out, to be very honest, when I left home in 2010 at the age of 40 and I said I'm going to the capital to play, none of my immediate family members even believed that, oh, theek hai, okay, this is something she wants to do, let her do, it is going to keep her emotionally happy, we won't stop her. But we don't know what she's doing in Delhi. Till the time I got my Arjuna award and my first important medals at the Asian Para Games and the World Championship. So there was a lot of disbelief. Firstly, the society, the system, And at the same time, the athletes themselves didn't really believe that they can go out and win medals. So the Rio was a great turning point, not just my medal, but Devendra Jajaria's comeback after 12 years. At that age, he made a medal in 2004 and again made a medal in 2016. Mariyappan, coming from a very humble background, he was just one of many children in the house living in 8 by 10 little cottage in one corner of Tamil Nadu. And from there, that boy became the golden boy. So suddenly there were dreams, aspirations, belief
True.
that yes, Indians can do it too.
Definitely, as you mentioned the names Mariyappan, Devendra Jajaji, and you also, the way you set the trailblazer. This time around, 84 athletes, and last time we saw in Tokyo 54, a huge, we can say that number this time. But if you talk about the medals, 5 gold last time and to overall 19 medals. But this time around, which sports and athletes do you think are India's best bets for the medals at the Paris 2024?
Our strongest forte has been para athletics. There's no doubt about it. Our shooters are very strong. Para badminton players are very good. We have titans like Prachi Yadav and Bhavina Patel in table tennis and canoeing, rowing. We also have Aruna, who's a second timer. If I talk about a girl athlete, she's going in taekwondo, and she looks very matured and strong this time. And even the new entrants are all in top 4-5 positions of the world ranking. So that can get converted into medal at any point of time. Again, I would say shooting, badminton, athletics, table tennis, canoeing. These are archery. How can we even forget archery? We have a young prodigy, Sheetal Devi and Rakesh going with him, and Harvinder, an ex-medalist who's already won medal last time in the Paralympics, becoming the first ever in archery. So we have a very strong squad here. Even in when I talk about track events, I'm so happy to see women we coming up and playing track events and qualifying for track events at that level. We have Simran there, we have Jiveshi there. I mean, it's a wonderful time to even see them grow in sport, grow in maturity, and even with severe disability. This time we have Pranav Surma going in athletics with he's in the most severe disability category. Many times Paralympian Amit Saroha is going back again.
Yes.
A lot of experience is going there, and this time the kind of preparation they've had in scientific training, emotional training, injury management. This squad, even last time when we had gone, we had that little shadow of COVID and the fear of COVID. But this squad which is going is very confident, and I've personally worked with them for almost 3 years and 8 months as the president of the Paralympic Committee. So I know firsthand that they really prepared well.
So our team is very prepared, and we are hoping that this time around they will break new records and new milestones. But talking about the Indian sporting arena, change we have witnessed in the past 8-10 years. We have seen PM Modi's interacting with athletes, and he personally tweets for them. And also whenever they are winning medal, even they are losing, he was always there to console them, to encourage them. If we talk about from Rio 2016, that marked a turning point for Indian para sports. And after that, India's performance at the Tokyo Paralympics were unprecedented. So what do you think the key strategies and the preparation that led to this success? It is from the government side also. So what is your perception about this?
See, the very fact that I remember the day I won the medal, and suddenly my daughter called me and said, Prime Minister sir tweeted for you. And it was like, what? Prime Minister tweeted for me. And after that, it has just been equivalent to a medal kind of happiness. We know that whenever we are going there, irrespective of the medal, the fact that we are going at such a huge platform like Paralympics to play for the country, we have our Prime Minister who's going to be cheering for her, talking to us, talking to our families, is going to be part of our preparations. There is accountability of the preparations. And similarly, Target Olympic Podium Scheme is continuously monitoring the progress, the charting, the requirements, the customization of the training. And even as a federation, I think we have matured. We have started making our selection processes very transparent, understanding the individual needs of the para athletes, that they need a certain assistive aid, a proper wheelchair, a proper prosthetic, the right kind of nutrition, science, and the support staff that is required to go with them. That eases out a lot of mental tension from the athlete. So even if an athlete needs an extra family member in severe disability to go along, we are raising funds because through the government only a certain team can go, but if additional members are required for mental well-being of a particular athlete, we have titans like Indian Oil and SBI Foundation supporting the squad very strongly, and many other associate partner sponsors have come on board to support the contingent. The meticulous training, international standard training, the right nutrition,
True.
the right mental training, proper assistive aids and inclusive policies with a great shabashi from the Prime Minister. I think all this makes the right recipe for winning and playing their best game out there.
Definitely, Deepaji, as you mentioned that everything is there for our athletes, from infrastructure to nutrition to the support staff. Everything is there, but the most important thing that you pointed out, the emotional support and the backup from the top leadership, that is also playing a key role in the weekends, the progress of the Indian sports. Thanks for joining us and giving a perspective of the para athletes and the para games that our athletes are participating, and trying and helping us to understand the preparations and the analysis of the squad for the Paris Paralympic. Thanks a lot. Now, if you talk about our next major news, that is from javelin, and once again, star Indian javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra secured second spot as he registered a season best throw of 89.49 meters at the Lausanne Diamond League 2024. And this was Chopra's first competitive appearance since he bagged silver for India at the Paris Olympics 2024, and the 26-year-old was edged out by the Anderson Peters, who claimed the top spot in Switzerland with a mammoth throw of 90.81 meters. Meanwhile, Julian Weber of Germany came third on the day with a best throw of 87.08 meters. The top 6 javelin throwers in the season standing qualify for the final in Belgium, slated to be the 14th of the September this year. Now, shifting focus to cricket. Now, it's an era comes to end in Indian cricket as Shikhar Dhawan announces his retirement from the international and the domestic cricket. The 38-year-old shared a long video message for his fans on the social media handles, thanking them for their love and support throughout his career. Let's take a look at Shikhar Dhawan's journey spanning over 14 years.
Shikhar Dhawan, one of India's finest white ball opener, announced his retirement from domestic and international cricket, bringing an end to a 13-year-long illustrious career.
I'm announcing my retirement from international and domestic cricket. और अब जब मैं अपनी क्रिकेट जर्नी को अलविदा कह रहा हूं, तो मेरे दिल में एक सुकून है कि मैं अपने देश के लिए बहुत खेला, और मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूं BCCI DDI का, जिन्होंने मुझे मौका दिया, और मेरे सारे फैंस का, जिन्होंने मुझे इतना प्यार दिया.
Dhawan last played for India in the ODI series against Bangladesh in December 2022 before losing his place to Shubman Gill. The 38-year-old scored 10,867 runs from 269 appearances, including 24 centuries, 55 50s, and remains one of the linchpins of Indian batting over the last decade. Dhawan rose to prominence in the 2004 Under-19 World Cup, where he scored 3 centuries and 505 runs and made his India debut in 2010 during an ODI against Australia, where he fell for a 2-ball duck. In 2013 Border Gavaskar Trophy against Australia, Dhawan scored his fastest century on debut of 85 balls. In 2013 Champions Trophy, MS Dhoni unleashed a brand new opening pair of Dhawan and Rohit Sharma. Together they amassed 5,148 runs from 115 innings at an average of 45.55 with 18 centuries, making for the fourth highest opening duo of all time. After that, Dhawan scripted several world records, played many fiery innings and won million hearts. In an emotional message, Dhawan thanked his family, his fans for showing him love, his childhood coaches along with various Indian and IPL teams he has played with during his career.
मेरी हमेशा से एक ही मंजिल थी, इंडिया के लिए खेलना, और वो हुआ भी, जिसके लिए मैं कई लोगों का शुक्रगुजार हूँ। सबसे पहले मेरी फैमिली, मेरे बचपन के कोच तारिक सिन्हा जी, मदन शर्मा जी, जिनके अंडर मैंने क्रिकेट सीखी।
It's not the end of the journey, it's just the end of the road. It remains to be seen which role Dhawan will take on next in his career. Sports Desk, DD India.
So that's all in this edition of the Sports 360 Degree. Until we meet again, keep cheering our favorite teams and athletes. Namaskar.
On the Voice of Global South this week.